Imagine if No Man's Sky had procedurally generated dungeons with loot, like derelict freighters but on planets, or a story that keeps you on edge, guiding you through the vast universe. What if you could build without limits, shaping your own space adventure? CubicOdyssey might have some of these features. Let's see if it can become my new go-to game. GoodGuysFree here, so let's do a quick comparison. If you're a fan of No Man's Sky's endless exploration but sometimes wish for structured adventures or a gripping narrative, CubicOdyssey might be for you. Dungeons. NMS has points of interest like crashed ships and ancient ruins, but they're really tiny and totally repetitive. It has derelict freighters, which could have been nice if they were bigger and on planets, don't you think? CubicOdyssey, on the other hand, introduces dangerous ruins with pirates crawling and underground caves that function more like traditional dungeons where you can explore and find valuable resources or rare items. They are also a bit small, but at least they are a bit of a challenge and they're procedurally generated. One thing that is really missing in NMS is a map. A planet map keeping track of what you've already explored, like CubicOdyssey has. Yes, CubicOdyssey is really just started, but it's got something good going for it. The map is finite, as the planets are quite small, really, and the same thing can't be done for NMS, I think. But imagine you could return to every point of interest that you visited on a planet. It's something I miss. What do you think? Story and progression. One thing that many players complain about in No Man's Sky is the lack of a proper play loop, something that you know you need to do. What's wrong with No Man's Sky story and progression? This is a topic all of its own, and I have a video about it. It's on your screen if it has been released already. CubicOdyssey offers a storyline centered around stopping the Red Darkness, a galactic threat that gives players a clear objective.
Their culture flourished and lasted thousands of years, full of joy and happiness. Until one day, the day Red Darkness appeared at the heart of the galaxy.
This narrative ties into your exploration and survival efforts, providing quests that guide you through the game. And with 1400 or so planets, there's a long way to go playing this story. The story is that of a mysterious red darkness that corrupts landscapes, spawns darkness creature enemies that you need to fight, and planets that you need to cleanse from the darkness, purify. I haven't finished the game yet, so my view may still be premature, but as I grind, I know where I'm heading. There are things I still don't understand, and I'm trying to learn. Exactly what's missing in No Man's Sky. If you've been craving a narrative that keeps you engaged and on edge, CubicOdyssey might be worth checking out. Base building. Building is another area where No Man's Sky and CubicOdyssey differ significantly. In No Man's Sky, building is structured. You place a base computer, claim a specific area, and work within set limits. You have blueprints for some things, and you can get more blueprints. Parts come in different shapes and sizes, with set color options, and with specific limitations to where you can build them, how they can snap to each other or not, and whether they can be resized. In CubicOdyssey, you can build anywhere, with basically no limitations on what you build, as long as it's made of identically sized cubes, with an obvious exception being doors and some specific appliances. There are no blueprints you need to learn. You have a building bench that lets you manufacture any kind of cube you want, and the only issue is that you may need to grind for material to manufacture them. These are two completely different systems, and I've heard a lot of complaints about No Man's Sky's system where you need to do things that are basically bugs in the game, literally called glitch building, in order to achieve some stuff that should be possible to do normally. Whereas in CubicOdyssey, you have no fixed structure to tell you what to build. Have you tried building in both games? If yes, let us know in the comments which you prefer and why. Multiplayer. I think that CubicOdyssey and No Man's Sky are pretty much on the same level where multiplayer is concerned, and it's not a good thing. Multiplayer in No Man's Sky has been added on top of the game without it being part of the original design, and it was added relatively late, which means that it is buggy and many times problematic. CubicOdyssey, on the other hand, is only starting, so you would think that multiplayer would be better. You would probably be wrong. CubicOdyssey also has the same problem of having multiplayer added later rather than being designed in to begin with. Honestly, I haven't tried multiplayer in CubicOdyssey yet, but the reports are not flattering for now. Exploration and variety. No Man's Sky offers an incredible number of procedurally generated planets, each with unique landscapes, flora and fauna. You must have heard this number, a quintillion of planets or whatever. It's a number so large it's impossible to grasp, so I never bothered memorizing the actual number. However, we humans are so good at discerning patterns that we quickly reduce places into categories, and we start to feel like all toxic planets look alike and all radioactive planets are the same, etc. Even the fauna looks quite similar once you've seen a bunch of them. To top it off, there are no large settlements, no cities, unless you count those created by players. It's kind of a lonely existence if you ask me. The points of interest are very repetitive once you played over 100 hours for sure. CubicOdyssey addresses this by including features like NPC cities where you can trade, pirate outposts to raid, and which, spoiler alert, can be turned into new NPC cities. The cities aren't huge, much smaller than, say, Starfield's New Atlantis, but compared to the largest point of interest in No Man's Sky, they are much bigger. Not very much better, but better. While CubicOdyssey's worlds are smaller and less seamless than No Man's Sky's vast universe, it may be my inexperience, my relatively short time playing, so perhaps I am not yet the right person to judge this. Did you play CubicOdyssey? What is your experience? In summary, while CubicOdyssey offers exciting features like those mini dungeons, pirate towers, a compelling story, and creative building, there are areas where No Man's Sky still shines. For one, CubicOdyssey's fuel system can feel too grindy. You need to craft ship fuel cells and energy capsules by recycling materials, which can be time-consuming, and there's always a battle with your inventory. In contrast, No Man's Sky becomes less grindy after a while, freeing you to explore and play and build, and not grind for inventory space all the time. In No Man's Sky, you can see most of the things that you can craft as purchasable blueprints in the anomaly, but there are loads of things you will never find out inside the game, like recipes for the refiner, the advanced 2-input refiner, or the large 3-input refiner, and don't get me started on cooking recipes. In CubicOdyssey, crafting is tied to crafting benches, and you can see what you can craft, and every time you craft something of some tier, the next tier version becomes available. So there's no issue of getting blueprints. Is that better? Sure, if you're mission focused, yeah. It also adds immersion, but it can feel slower compared to No Man's Sky quick inventory-based crafting. Summary. Finally, base building in No Man's Sky, despite its restrictions and limitations, produces things that look gorgeous, awe-inspiring, almost realistic. CubicOdyssey's fantastic creations are amazing feats, no doubt, but they are still blocky, cubical. Yeah, I know, that's the point. So, will I leave No Man's Sky? No way. But CubicOdyssey is currently high on my list, and there are a lot of other things that we can compare between the two games. So expect a part 2 sometime in the future. What do you think? Do you have anything specific you want to know? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this comparison, hit like and maybe subscribe. Come to the Discord server and don't forget to comment. Have you tried CubicOdyssey? What features do you wish No Man's Sky would add? GoodGuysFree here, and I'll see you again soon.